So, a very good afternoon to everyone present here. So, what's chemistry? The ununderstandable, droning lectures of elements and reactions? Is that what you think? Do you think that the only obstacle between you and your medical dream is just this very difficult subject called chemistry? Well, allow us to help you today. Because today, Yoof brings to you an interactive webinar, Neat and Clean Approach to Chemistry, with our mentor Hemin Roy. We welcome you, sir, to our webinar. We are also very thankful for Wacom for supporting us in this venture. Our today's mentor, master teacher at Vedantu, Mr. Hemin Roy, is one of the coolest professors of science of India's edtech world. His fantastic ways of teaching makes inorganic chemistry looks much more interesting and organic chemistry a subject that is definitely worth loving. His YouTube videos are a testimonial of how he makes the subject not only understandable but also very fun for the students. Also, a very super cool note at this point, our mentor is a travel blogger too. So you can check out his social media for amazing nature and travel pics. We welcome you again, sir. So now, without any further ado, this virtual platform and all these enthusiasts are all yours, sir.
Hello, all of you guys. Hope you guys are all doing well and great. And warm good evening to all of you guys. Hello, Sarthak sir. Hope you're doing well too. Great. So, first of all, again, greetings to all of you guys. And I'm so happy that I'm finding a lot of familiar names also in this attendees list. That's really amazing. So, once again, guys, so this is not where we will be discussing a lot of concepts or something. Rather than that, this is something like we are going to be having an interactive session. Like we will be discussing some ideas that is going to be relevant for you, especially for your need preparation. And you might be wondering, sir, like what can be the last minute preparation or last month preparation or last week preparation, how you should be going ahead with the ideas and how you can do it efficiently and effectively if you are having something like a digital tool. So this session is all about that. More of, I can say, working smartly, doing things smartly rather than a lot of hard works. So rather than hard work, sometimes smart work is also required, right? So I guess you are quite familiar to that statement. You require a little bit of a smart work at the same time of hard work, especially for need preparation. I know you guys might be all the bio bacha, like the future doctors, right? Anyway, so I'm just sharing my screen, guys, just to give an idea how our presentations are going to be in just a second. Yeah. So Sarthak sir, can you just confirm that my screen is shared and is it visible?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
All good, right? Like you can see the presentation that I've kept on. I hope it is fine.
Yes.
Great, great. Thank you, sir. So guys, so as we have already planned, this is actually how chemistry is important for NEET and how you can easily approach to the subject of chemistry, and that too especially for the NEET preparation plan. So this is actually something that we have planned for a long time. Anyway, before we start, you might be wondering who I am. So let me give a quick introduction about myself. I'm Hemin Roy, a master teacher for chemistry in Vedantu. It's been over 4.5, approximately 5 years, maybe for more than 5 years to be precise. I'm working as a teacher. After I got graduated from NIT Calicut. So I got graduated from NIT Calicut as a chemical engineer. So by profession, I'm a chemical engineer, but by passion, by graduation, I'm a chemical engineer, but by profession, by passion, and I can say I'm a teacher by profession. So it's been all this 5 years. I have been guiding, mentoring, helping a lot of students like you guys to reach your, goals of need, goals of JE. And many of my students are currently in various IITs, NITs, AFMCs, AIMS, and other government medical engineering colleges. And I chose to be a teacher. I can say why, because even I had an all India rank of 359 in GATE 2020 exam. I had option for Baba Atomic Research Center. I had option for other PUCs also. Out of all those things, I chose to be a teacher. So you can understand how passionate I'll be about teaching. So it's a reason is very simple that I can be a part of your journey. I can contribute something from my side for you guys, as you guys are actually going for something even bigger than what my career or my dreams are. So it's great to be a part of that journey. That is why I'm a teacher. So this entire session is not about teaching. It's more about giving an idea how we should be prepared for the NEET exam and how chemistry is important for NEET. So most of the students, like, they will be all good and clear with bio. Bio is the easiest subject, and people are like, okay, sir, this is a NEET exam. medical entrance examination. So it's all about need, and we are going to be all clear with need. So people will be all like, okay, sir, done. We are clear with the bio. Bio is done. Then what about chemistry? What about physics? See, guys, when you are coming to even medical profession, chemistry, physics, both of them are actually going to be relevant, because suppose you are finding no applications of chemistry in physics also, you think, but still in bio you are not learning how to apply things what you learn. Physics and chemistry are the subjects where you are going to be having application level. In bio, I'm not telling it is not application or something. Telling bio, according to your 11th and 12th learning, it is more about understanding the ideas and, more about like gaining the concept. In chemistry and physics, along with the gaining of concept, there is a simultaneous application part also coming. And your profession, obviously the most noble profession in the world, right? And this is also based on application. You're going to be applying your knowledge on people, right, in future. So this is very important, that you should be quite good with the application level, and especially in your studies also, physics and chemistry, especially for the designing of equipments, designing of maybe like medical devices, maybe including the operations and other equipments. You will require chemistry and bio no matter what. Even for like, you have no, like, you can have a clear cut idea about this COVID situation. We had all this vaccine development. The entire thing was actually related to biotechnology and biochemistry. So this is actually very important. Now, when it comes to the NEET examination, how chemistry is important, this is the easiest 170 score, 170 plus score that you can get comparing to physics. So when people are preparing, everyone will be very, very, very good with bio no matter what. Second priority they will give for chemistry. Third priority physics. So the problem is physics is going to be the determining factor of your rank, because bio everyone will score. Chemistry, I can say 70% of the students will score. Physics, though, very tough to score. So this is how the general perspective is. But if you are improving little bit on chemistry, the drastic change in rank that you're going to be witnessing is going to be tremendous for sure. So this session is actually giving you an idea how you can crack this. So now, what to do for NEET at this point of time? First step is like, understand your current knowledge level about the concepts. So a lot of students are texting me on Telegram, Instagram, asking me like, sir, I'm actually preparing for the NEET exam as of now. I have been doing so and so. I'm completely worried because we are having normal board exam going on. CBSE, term 2 exams are coming up. Then at the same time, school is giving that work, this work. In between, suppose there is no lockdown, we have to go to school. Time management is a big issue. And like, I don't know how much confident I am on my topics and subjects. This is a common query most of the students are giving me. So what to do now? Okay, so one of the easiest idea how to analyze yourself. First thing, you should categorize your subjects and chapters into these three sections. Suppose you are having a particular chapter, let it be alcohol, phenol, ether, or let it be carbonyl compound, let it be biomolecule, whichever it is. You understand and you categorize it like, this is a concept I'm not clear with. Or if you are moderately good, you have prepared it once, but you still have that issue of like, memory. Maybe you will have to revise it once. Maybe a revision is required on this particular topic. In that case, or the third possibility will be like, you will be always good confidence, like you will be having a good confidence over the particular topic. You can categorize as a third category. Now, what if you are not clear with the concept? If you are not clear with the concept, you have to attend the classes according to the time conveniences, because we are having very limited time up ahead. So you will be wondering, sir, what to do at this point of time, and what if we are not having much time? I hope that number of topics that you are not clear with, that will be quite lesser. So because we are almost to the completion of your 12th grade, so probably when you're coming to the upcoming NEET examination, I'm telling you, you might be quite okay with the ideas, but maybe very few chapters, like tougher ones, probably you will not be that familiar with. So you have to attend the classes, or you can go through the reference books as well. But this is going to be a time-taking process. So this is the only one time-taking process that I have to tell, where you will be feeling little bit demotivated, but this is mandatory. This is going to be a little bit time-taking. I'm just giving this idea now itself. Now, after your classes are done, what is the next thing? After once your classes are done, you are not going to be coming back to those ideas again. You will be making sure that all the important areas are clear no matter what. Why? Because in every chapter, if you are going to the previous years of NEET, there's a particular areas from which questions are directly expected. No matter what, this is the area from which they will be expecting the questions. So make sure that you are clear with all those ideas and familiar with the type of questions expected from that particular topic. Like for example, if you're coming to alcohol phenols again, or like haloalkane haloarenes, let it be. SN1 SN2 reaction is one of the most important things that they will definitely ask. And anything that is given more than one times in NCRT, you should be quite familiar with. Like for example, free radical substitution, or maybe redox reaction concepts, or mole concepts are actually getting repeated in 11th standard as well as 12th standard solutions. So those kind of topics which is getting repeated, where there is a more chance of asking questions, clear them, keep it as priority. Then again, the most important step, which I mark it like the important symbol like this, solving questions. No matter what, solve a lot of questions. Most of the students does what? They will read, by heart the formulas, by heart some reactions, and like, okay, I'm done with everything. And you don't solve questions, you don't know what will be your situation when you are coming to the application side, when it comes to questions. Solving question is the most important step of all the three once you are done with one and two. Now, what if you are quite moderately okay with your concept? Then you have to revise the ideas in short time. That means you can go through a class recording, or you can go through a NCRT itself, or you can use your reference material which you are familiar with, or your own notes. But you shouldn't be taking much time on this part, because you have to invest more time on the first part, the parts, the chapters which you are not clear with. Now, if you are moderately good with the concept, revise ideas in a short time. You read, or you can just go through the ideas as a glimpse. Then again, step two, again, question solving. This is one of the important steps most of the students are lacking, and all the rank holders, the one who is actually clearing the NEET examination or JE examination with a huge rank, their major time investment will be going on question solving, because this is what they are going to be having in the actual exam, and they are preparing themselves for this. What if your confidence is very high in the concept? Then be in touch with the topics frequently. So maybe like you will be having, let it be electrochemistry topic coming up, and you will be quite wondering, sir, what to do about these formulas. Suppose non-stick equation is not, in your mind all the time, or maybe sometimes you will have some, equations coming in thermodynamics, and suppose you are confident, but the thing is, if you are getting the formula, then only you can do it. Sometimes I know the concept, I know everything, but I just forgetting the formula, or maybe I'm forgetting a name reaction. So be in touch with the topics frequently. Make a plan that, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this in a week. So I have given my students a plan, like for inorganic, what to do. In a weekly schedule, I have given. Similarly, make a schedule for yourself, how frequently you can be touching with a particular topics. Again, the most important things, in order to be touching with the subject, solve the questions. This is again the most important thing, because in every single three sections, I'm adding solving question as an important factor. So you can understand how important it is and how we are lacking that part in these days. Next thing, mock test. Mock test, maximum number of mock tests you can take. If possible, you can take the all India level. So some of the students tell that, sir, when I'm seeing the all India rank, I'm getting a low all India rank. AI level means all India level only. So I'm getting a low all India rank. So I feel like demotivated. Or should I be even taking the all India level test? See, all India level test is to understand where you stand and how much you have to improve. And when you are having this kind of a test, you should be able to compare with others, in which area they score, in which area you are lagging. So this is to identify which area of the entire topic you are having the lag, in which of the areas you are having the learning loss. From there you improve. This is just a self-check. It is not a demotivation. Don't take it like a demotivation. Take it as a motivation to improve your concept. From there, you are improving the score. Always when you're taking the next mock test, improve the score. Improve the score. Slowly improve the score. I'm not telling it is going to be a one-day thing or maybe in 1 week, but slowly improve the, all India rank or score. Suppose you are getting only 340 in the first test. Next time, no matter what, you are not going below 340, you will be going above 340. Slowly make it to 400. Then you make it to 500. Then you make it to 550, 560, 580, 600. Like that, you slowly improve. And nowadays, in the past 2 years, if you are analyzing the trend, or the cutoffs are a little bit high. Okay, you should be getting maybe somewhere near to above 550 for a good college, minimum 550, I'm telling you. Okay, for a good rank and good college, I'm telling you. Now, one of the other thing, you should be taking the exam in the afternoon time. Why? Because your actual NEET exam is going to be in the afternoon time. So you make yourself prepared that time, because some of you guys will be like, afternoon, stomach full food and you'll sleep off. So when you're coming to the actual NEET exam also, you'll have the sleeping tendency. So keep your afternoon time occupied. Keep your mind active during this time, no matter what. And make sure that you're analyzing the paper after the exam. Most of the students will not be doing. They'll be just checking how many answers correct, how many answers wrong. But analyze the paper. Understand what mistakes you have done. If it is carelessness, okay, maybe it can be carelessness, or a calculation mistake it can be. Or maybe you are not remembering a question, like so a particular reaction or a equation, not remembering. So you should be listing out what you have done wrong and list it out on a paper. When you are going for the next mock test, read these things. I have made carelessness, I have made calculation mistakes, I was not remembering this particular equation. So you revise them, then you attend the next exam, automatically your score will improve. And in the last step, maybe you will be getting a accuracy of 85 or 86 percentage. Try to make that accuracy level. Number of negative marks you have to reduce. No guessing at all. Work on the accuracy and make the accuracy level to make it minimum 95 percentage. In chemistry, maximum to maximum mistakes that you can do is 2 to 3, not more than that. So this is a level of accuracy that you should be doing. So this is just what you have to be doing along with the concept and test. That means you are learning something and you are testing yourself on this thing. Now, going further, little bit further, let me give. After that, if you have doubts, so definitely I'll try to help you out. And one more slide I'm taking you guys, that will be about the other must-do things. About chemistry, I'm telling, stick to NCERT no matter what. You are going to be getting 45 questions in NEET examination. Out of those 45 questions, I'm giving you a guarantee that out of those 45 questions, minimum 43 will be strictly from NCERT. Strictly from NCERT. Minimum 43, I'm telling you. So in the last year, like, NEET paper chemistry, I'm telling, every single question is purely from NCERT. If I'm analyzing the 2021 paper, I'm just talking about 2021 paper. In 2021 paper, I clearly identified 2 questions straight out of NCERT, solved examples in NCERT, straight. Even the values are same. You can check electrochemistry question is there. That was actually for finding out the limiting molar conductivity kind of a question. Straight out of NCERT, direct NCERT question, which is solved in NCERT. So no matter what, stick to NCERT. All the questions, that is in-text questions, solved examples, exercise questions, you should be familiar. Every single one of them, you should be quite familiar. And inorganic is another one issue. So some of you have already asked in the chats or what to do with the inorganic, because inorganic is more of like a lot of reading is required, sir, and it is time consuming. So my suggestion, make a weekly schedule. Like Monday you can read hydrogen, Tuesday you can read S block of 11th, Wednesday you read P block of 11th. Like that, make a schedule for a week. Initially it will be time taking. First week reading will be tough, but slowly the time of reading will reduce and you can concentrate as well and do questions. And when you're solving questions, one of the mandatory thing that you have to do before you're going to your NEET exam, solving all the PYQs, previous year questions that is available. How many of our previous year questions that is available to you, make sure that you are solving them so that you'll have an idea how the questions are expected, which are the dominant areas from which questions are expected, and how you should be prepared for it. Last thing, efficient study. This is more of like a philosophy part. It is all about your concentration and what you should eat, how you should be having your day, and all those things. You should have proper sleep in order to keep your mind functional. You should eat healthy, not unhealthy food. At least during the exam time, keep a lot of water in your diet. Keep a lot of fruits in your diet. Keep yourself healthy. When you're having a physical healthy feeling, your mind also will be healthy. When you're having a proper sleep, you will be more refreshed when you're waking up. So that is actually going to be giving you a motivation to do more, to keep you one step ahead than what normally a person do. So efficient study includes including every other ambience of yourself, targeting for the NEET exam. At the same time, concentrating on your studies as well. Keep your distractions like phone away. Phone is not a distraction for me. I will not be even looking at the phone when I'm in a class or when I'm trying to learn something by myself. So I'll keep this thing away no matter what. someone calls. It's not what I'm concerned about at this point of time. My concern is Neet exam. I'll go for that. That way you have to prepare. Give yourself a little bit of a break after a set of study, maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes. You might be feeling like this is a little bit too much. Take a break of 5 minutes and come back and study again. So keep your mind refreshed, and this is how efficient study will be going on. And why chemistry is tough for NEET aspirants, unlike physics and math, it is more about the either the students are not getting the logic of chemistry, even though chemistry is completely logical. Those who are attending my lectures, I will be making sure that you are understanding every single logic of chemistry. So you know that. And issues in getting the connection between the topics is another one thing. Most of the people study mole concept as mole concept. 12 standard solutions are solutions. But if you are combining both of them, it is just one chapter. So getting the connections. And I can say clearly, redox reaction is just a trailer for electrochemistry. General organic chemistry and hydrocarbon is the foundation of the entire 12th organic. So getting this connection, getting an idea about this is actually the most important thing. Maybe by the end of these ideas, I can give you certain chapters that you must be learning. The must-know chapters of physical, organic, and inorganic, definitely I'll give an idea. So I'm just taking up some of the queries that you have mentioned. Tell about how to remember organic name reactions. So this is one of the question that you are asking. I guess it was asked by Shivam. So Shivam, how to remember organic name reactions? First thing, there's a lot of reactions in the organic side. First thing that you have to do, categorize the reactions as important, not important. Every single name reaction is important. Every reaction that is given with a mechanism is important. Now, how to remember name reaction? It is how frequently you are in touch with the subject or in touch with the question solving. So I can give you many methods of remembering the questions. Remembering the reaction. My method of remembering the reaction is question solving. I will not be reading the equations again and again, because if I'm reading, I'm just doing the same thing again and again. I will not be remembering it also. So what I do reading it once, solve questions. When I see a question, I know that okay, this question was about this particular reaction. This question was based on Sandmeyer's reaction. This question was based on the diazonium salt. I'll have that idea when I'm seeing the questions. So question solving is one method. Something else that you can try. Most of the bio students will be really, really good at by hearting. So you can go with that method, which is not my method anyway. But if it is suiting you, you can do that. Third thing, you will be writing the mock test. When you're writing the mock test, I'll tell you something like that. When you are going to a mock test and you are seeing a direct question based on, let it be Wolff-Kishner reduction, suppose, and you know the answer. The question was directly asking, this and this reaction is happening. What is the reaction name? And 4 options, Wolff-Kishner, Clemmensen, some 4 options are given. And you clearly know that it is a Clemmensen or Wolff-Kishner reduction. You mark that and the answer is correct. The moment you do that, you will have an idea. This question was appeared before and I did it correct. So you will automatically remember it. So rather than just the normal reading, try to do a little bit different, either through attending the questions, either through attending the mock test, either the way. If you get the answers correct, if you once gain confidence, it will be always there in your mind. All you have to do is a frequent touch in with the subject. I hope I'm trying to make it understandable for you. What type of questions are asked from the P block in Neet? There can be categorization of questions that you can expect in the P block side. P block side, I can say you will be getting question based on direct reactions. All the name processes like contact process, Haber process, all the name processes like that, you can get direct questions, including their steps, you can get questions. Okay. And what else? From inorganic. Okay. There can be questions like you are given with certain table, like especially oxides of nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, and all those things. You can get oxidation state, structure-based question connected to chemical bonding. Chemistry, there's a lot of connections and logical relations. Most of the students doesn't get that. So again, in order to have that idea, try a lot of questions more. Okay, so this was asked by Sumita. So I'm answering you, Sumita. Contact me. See, you can answer, like you can connect me on like my, Telegram. Sorry, not, you can connect me on Telegram ID. So this is my Instagram ID, Hemin Roy. You can get me over there. So it is not exactly a teaching profile, basically. I do it like lot of traveling. So this is more of like a traveling profile. But you can connect me on Telegram also. So this is my Telegram ID. We learn together. You can connect to me on here. You can get my suggestions for sure. I check Telegram once in 2 days, so definitely you will be getting the replies in 1 or 2 days. Definitely you will be getting. And I just wanted to take a little bit more about how you can learn with more times. Like most of the students talk about time saving methods, how to do those things, how to do the time management. This is where actually our you know uh, digital tools are going to be helpful. Okay, online teaching is really tough, online learning is really tough. This is one of the major comment that I'm hearing on a daily basis. You know what, guys, even before 2 years I was also an offline teacher. I have been teaching in centers, I have been teaching in actual schools itself as an integrated program. So I will be the one who's teaching for the board exam, at the same time for your Neet and JE coaching as well. Now I'm completely into online learning and online teaching. I'm not telling that I'm just teaching only, I'm learning as well many things in a day, online teaching. So is it really tough? I can tell that there was a time where we used to do this with a stick and broom, with a video and all. We used to record and circulate in YouTube and all those things. We had a time of that era. That era is gone. Why? Because we are having many digital tools that is available for us. So whatever situation we had, I have improved from that situation to this situation. And to be frank, I have been to the situation where I have to record my own video for the students. Okay, I know the struggle is real. Now that time has changed to just a laptop, a webcam, and what I'm having in front of me as the Wacom. So these three things have improved my learning as well as teaching to a whole different level, I have to say. So I can see my glimpse of my class here. Like I can explain physical chemistry, inorganic or organic, all the three subjects in detailed manner, in the way that I want. I can explain with these devices. As simple as that. Just an glimpse I'm just showing you here. What made it so easy? That will be Wacom. So all thanks to Wacom. So as of now, I'm using 2 Wacoms for my requirements. I'm having 2 of them. So this is my first Wacom that I'm showing you here. So you will be asking, how does it work? And how is it going to be helpful for your studies? Let me just give a small demonstration. After that, every single doubt that you have, I'll be trying to answer them one by one for sure. I'll definitely take up your doubts and queries which you have asked. There are many. So I'll take them up one by one. So before that, how a digital tool like Wacom is going to be helping you out for your learning and your teaching. If suppose anybody is attending as a teacher, for you guys as well, I'm telling you how you can do it. That's what I'm going to be just mentioning in upcoming maybe like 3-4 minutes, just to have a quick glimpse at what I'm going to be demonstrating here. See guys, I already told you, and the whole presentation I was actually writing on the screen here. Wherever I wanted, I can write. I can mark a number, I can mark a digit, I can star mark. If I want to highlight something, I can highlight also. I'm doing every single thing with just a pen here. Every single thing I'm doing on the screen is just with a pen and this tablet here. So here, you can substitute your entire mouse with this pen here, which will be even more handy because most of us are more familiar with the pencil and pen format. So you can see, this is the pen that I'm using. I'm having 2 switches here. You can customize these 2 switches either for the right click or the left click. You can customize that. And what I have done here, okay, I'll just take a simple example. Suppose I want to learn P block elements. A lot of people are asking about P block elements. I want to study this. So what you guys will be doing for bio, I know what you will be doing. You will be doing this. You'll be taking the NCERT textbook. You'll be reading. If you find anything, what will you do? You will do the highlighting. Suppose electronic configuration I want to highlight. And you can do the highlighting here with this pen also. You can see I'm highlighting it here. As simple as that. I'm highlighting only what I'm requiring. Suppose I'm just requiring to add something else. There is an exceptional case. Suppose I'm just taking a random example. Suppose there is an exceptional case. Okay, I can just mark this entire thing here. There's an exception that I have to be remembering here. Exception. So I can mark it here as a note here. And in the end, I can save this also. Now this entire thing that I have done, I have worked on is completely saved. If you want to add on a note, you can mark that. And you can mark something like important. Suppose you are coming up with a preparation method and very pure nitrogen can be obtained. You are underlining it. I'm just showing you how I will be underlining it here. Very pure nitrogen can be obtained by thermal decomposition of sodium or barium azide. This is a previous question basically. Which of the following method is used to prepare high purity nitrogen? It was a clear-cut previous question. So what I'll be doing, I'll be just highlighting this. this was a previous question, and I'll be marking PYQ, a small tag PYQ. So I'll have an idea this was a previous word question. I will be learning it. You are doing it even better than me when it comes to your bio and your inorganic textbook. And you can do it even more efficient, more colorful, more understanding in here. And you can customize it completely. All the PDFs of NCERT is available in Google. You can simply open it in Microsoft Edge and you can use the same tablet to do the entire thing and you can save the whole document here. As simple as that. Now, if you're coming to any other learning site, I can say this is going to be the best way that I have gone. I don't require a pen and paper. I don't have to run for anything else. I just have to keep the tablet with me. That's it. I'm just giving you a quick glimpse what I'll be doing. So this is one of the most efficient tool that I have seen over this past 2.5 years I'm working as a teacher, especially with the Vedantu. It's been a great journey with Wacom for me, sure. Just demonstrating how I could do it. So now I'll just take up some of your most common queries that you have asked. I'll try to help you out with your queries a little bit. Scared of equations, how to deal with it? Only one option: practice. If you are worried about anything, there is only one thing that you can do about it: practice. Maximum practice. So do not worry about which source you're practicing. And one more thing, most common issues a lot of students are telling me is actually, sir, I feel like questions are going to be really, really hard. So I am not able to solve it. I am losing the confidence. My suggestion, guys, do it step by step. Start with the easy level questions. Then you improve your level to the level 2, level 3. Like that, you improve the level slowly, slowly. If there is any solved example, learn through them first. Because going through the solved example, you will understand how to approach a question. Then you try it by yourself. Then you try a different question. And that is how improvement starts. When you are given with a game in the mobile phone, you will be really curious that how to play it. First, you will be failing in a level. Then you will try again. And you will try again. And you will be passing the level 1. Then you will go to the next level. Then you do the same thing. And you will be mastering it. Until you guys are done with the level, you will not be feeling good. So once you're done with all the 10 levels, you'll be like, done. Game finished. I'm happy. You should have the same feeling when you're coming to the questions also. Take it as a game. It'll be even more fun then. Take it as a game. This is a level that I want to crack. Like that. So I'm finding okay, this was a question posted by Aviani. So I was answering to her. Can I ace Neet chemistry only by studying from NCERT? I'll tell you this idea in a very simple way. NCERT is actually sufficient for your learning. That is a guarantee. You are getting all the questions of chemistry. I'm telling you, out of 45, minimum 43 or 44 or 45. All the questions are from NCERT only. But language of NCERT is a little bit tougher. That is why where you require a reference book. And in NCERT, number of questions is lesser. You should find an alternate source to practice questions. It can be a website. It can be just a book, maybe an online book, whatever. And for myself, I am using everything online because I don't want to carry around a lot of pen, paper. I travel a lot and I'm more of like travel light kind of a person. So I'll travel light. I'll have the laptop and the Wacom with me. I can take free blank pages. I can just open Paint on my screen, and I can just do the calculation then and there. So like if I am supposed to be calculating anything, I'll be just again doing the screen share here. What I'll be doing is like this. I'll just take the pencil and I'll make sure that the thickness is okay, and I'll just do the calculations here by myself. That's what I do. So this is as simple as that. I can say like you can do the calculations and ideas. Like if suppose I'm just doing any equations, I'll be writing down the equation E equal to E naught minus 0.059 divided by N log concentration of product by concentration of reactant power stoichiometric coefficient, whatever it is, and I can substitute and do it. So this is what I do when it comes to my exam, like my practice, how I'll be doing, and that too with Wacom only I'll be doing just with the laptop. So the thing is, when you're having too many things around you, like a laptop, a phone, a book, and a reference book, and a solving paper, things are too messed up. So what if you can combine everything to one thing? Easy. So time is managed, effort is managed, and even we will be happy. We can deal things with the minimal resources, I'm that kind of a person. That's why I'm just showing it to you. Then that okay, that was a question from Aditya. So NCRT language, I'm telling you, it is a little bit tougher. So cracking them by reading it is not going to be an easy task, but there are students who does it. I'm not disagreeing to that, but definitely I'll suggest you to go for a reference book or a class. After you go for NCRT, I'm telling you, NCRT will be simple like that. Just like that, it will be simple. What to study for competitive exam from biochemistry? Stick to NCRT. If you are mentioning about biochemistry, it will be all about biomolecules you are asking. I hope I'm answering to Dodul. So biochemistry part, it will be just the biomolecule. So if you are considering the chapter biomolecule, the most important thing that you will be getting as a question for NEET examination, all the reactions of glucose, how does structure determination and all those things. And very few reactions of amino acids are also given. This is the chemistry side, you can get questions. Other than that, structure-based questions, component-based questions, property-based questions can be expected. How much time one should spend in chemistry for the selection of NEET? No, we cannot say anything about that, because some people will be acing the subject just like that, just like how you ace bio, you will be acing chemistry also. So, this is a very cliche question, and I know it is a very cliche answer that I can give. Some people will say that 10 hours you study for chemistry in a day, or like 3 hours you study in a daily basis, you will get NEET. See, guys, cracking an exam is not just like a tablet. You do this, you'll get it. It is not exactly that way. Suppose you are confident, then you will require lesser time investment on subjects, whether it is physics, chemistry, or bio. So it's all about how confident you are already on the subject, how you can manage your time, and how much questions you can solve, how many mock tests you can take, and how many times you can do the frequent revision. It's all about that. Okay. Now I'm not putting any time restrictions. Okay. But studying less than 2 hours in total in a day is not appreciable, because minimum you will require 2 to 3 hours to be in touch with all the subjects, or at least to go through major equations and ideas and being in touch with the subject. I'm telling you, minimum you'll require that much time. I'll feel so. If you are that dreaming about a particular rank, I'm telling you. So I cannot give an exact answer. You have to study these many hours, but rather than that, it is all about how much you have already prepared and how much you are consistent. Some of the students does this. They will be like, they'll start with a huge level. Sir, I'm going to study like 15 hours in a day. They'll start with the 15 hours. One day, done. Next day, 15 hours is a little bit too much. I'll reduce 13, then 10. After that, 1 week, they'll be like 3 hours, 2 hours. And the entire confidence they had, the entire motivation they had gone. Instead of that, start with the 6 hours. Be consistent on it, no matter what. Make daily targets. So this is one thing that I wanted to add in the presentation. Make daily targets. So I'll just share my screen once again, just to give an idea. I'll write it down. I'll just write it here. One thing that I forgot to mention, that is making daily targets. This is one of the things that you should be quite familiar with. Making daily targets. So in a day, you plan what you're going to be doing on the next day. I'll be doing these many number of MCQs. I'll be reading this part. I'll be solving one mock test. I'll go through these many number of previous years questions. Like that, you make a daily target, which you can do, which is achievable for you. Don't think that you're going to learn entire 3 chapters in a day. Don't do that. Okay. Read a particular chapter, do this many number of MCQs. A achievable target you make, and you achieve it in a day. That is going to be boosting up your confidence. Okay. Most of the people lose the confidence because they don't feel like they can do it. When you achieve a target that you set for a day, you'll automatically be confident. You'll be like, okay, this is okay for me to achieve. I slightly push it more. Instead of 50 questions, I'll be doing 70 questions. And next day you're achieving that. That is again going to be boosting up your confidence. So make daily targets. It is going to be helping you out to plan, and you will be able to make even better strategies than me. Okay, just giving an idea and insight how you should be going. So I was actually mentioning to Sanjana. Organic chemistry 2 was, is there a way to remember all the concept? See, most of the students, like when it comes to organic, they directly go to haloalkane, haloarenes and just started learning. Okay, so I'm starting with the haloalkane, haloarenes, and they'll be like, sometimes they will get stuck with inductive effect, resonance, hyperconjugation, stability of carbocation, carbanion, kind of a thing. So these ideas are actually discussed from 11th standard. Whatever is a NCRT sequence, starting from general organic chemistry, there you start. That will be the easy way of understanding the idea. When you're understanding better, you'll remember also. Okay, so it will be more of like a story-based storyline kind of a thing. Start from 11th standard, GOC, general organic chemistry, hydrocarbon, then 12th topics like what we say, haloalkane, haloarenes, alcohol, aldehyde ketones, by amines and biomolecules like that. So that is the best way. Which topics have been given in the most weightage in JE and NEET? That though it will be depending. If it is physical chemistry, the most important chapters I can say it will be equilibrium, chemical bonding, solid state, electrochemistry, and redox reaction together. These are the most weighted chapter for physical chemistry. Organic chemistry, I cannot say a particular chapter because organic chemistry is actually a big chapter. The whole thing, everything is connected also. So maybe the questions can be a little bit vary. Inorganic, I can say major weightage goes to coordination compound. Second thing, P block. This is a major weightage chapters. Answering to Karthik. Which okay, then sorry, not Karthik, Sanchit. Organic chemistry, so I was answering to Karthik. Rahul has asked, in the NEET exam, should I start with the chemistry or keep it at last? This is more of the strategy that you make, Rahul. Start with the bio. Try all the easy and moderate level questions. Then start with the chemistry, easy questions, physics, easy questions, chemistry moderate, physics moderate, then all the hard questions. Keep all the hard questions to the end. Make sure that in all the subject, easy and moderate questions are attempted. For that, whichever order is fine. But in all the subjects, definitely there will be easy, moderate, hard questions. Keep the hard questions to the last in all the subject. Make sure that you are not missing anything that is easy. Bio, finish it first. All the easy questions and moderate. Then chemistry, physics, easy, easy, moderate, moderate. Then go for all the tougher, harder questions. That is my strategy that I generally give to everyone. And which topics are really not that important and can be skipped from NEET? It was asked by Manas. Can't say anything can be skipped. What if I'm telling you, you are not going to get any question from environmental chemistry? And what if there's a first question itself will be environmental chemistry? I'm just giving you a hypothetical situation, Manas. Hemins are told that environmental chemistry is not important. No questions are expected from it. And you are going to that exam. First question itself is environmental chemistry. You will lose a complete confidence. I cannot give any guarantee that any particular topic is not going to be coming, but some of the topics you can prioritize and learn. How to prioritize that is through previous year questions. Go through previous year questions. You'll have an idea which are the major areas from which questions are asked. So prioritize that. While you're learning, you make sure that those topics are cleared first. Then you go for the next other set of topics, which is of lesser priority. Lesser priority doesn't mean that questions are not expected. Okay. I feel difficulty while solving the physical, chemistry numericals. This is asked by Shivam again. I'm telling you, idea is only one thing: solving questions. Numerical ability, how to solve faster. This is not something that I can give it as a capsule. I cannot teach you that also. I can teach you a little bit of speed math techniques, how to calculate some of them faster. But if you want to improve the speed of calculations, it must be started from your side. Again, questions. In every single three cases, whether you are not confident on the subject, okayish on the subject, highly confident on the subject, in three sections, I have marked one thing: solved questions. That is the only one way that you can overcome this numerical, ability speed. If you want to improve your speed, solve a lot of questions. That's it. How to master organic chemistry? I told you already. Like general suggestions for organic chemistry. If you plan to learn everything, start from 11th. Second thing, priority. All the name reactions you have to be knowing, no matter what. Every single mechanism given in NCRT must be knowing, because these are direct expectations of questions. Then previous year question, whichever is a major area from which questions are asked, finish off that also. Then you learn the others. Okay, so how to revise organic? I guess Srijan, I can answer the same thing that what I have already mentioned. periodic table, like this is another one question that generally asked, Prakriti was asking, how to how to learn the periodic table. Most of the people try to learn from 1 to 118 elements. Not a good option. Try to learn through group wise. So when you're remembering it group wise, it is easy. Like if you're going to P block 13, the group boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. So group wise remembering is easy, and it is going to be helping in your exams also. Okay. What to study metallurgical chemistry? Almost all the name reactions, blast furnace, and all those things are going to be important. And I can say, Abhi, almost everything out of the chapter can be a direct question. Again, for metallurgy also, if they are asking, it will be purely based on NCRT. Only NCRT you have to be thorough with. Mainly preparing for engineering entrances, but I will sit for NEET as well. Do you think that would be unwise or unattainable? Ritan, I am completely happy to tell you that you should attend a NEET exam. I know that you are not going to be attending anything of bio. I don't know whether you're a bio student or not, but I'll tell you, leave those ideas behind, attend the exam, be familiar with the exam ambience. Be familiar with the exam ambience, and it's going to be a great option to experience how the exam is going to be. Okay. How much Wacom will cost is the support of any software we use. It will be pretty supporting for all the softwares. It's actually a complete replacement of the mouse. Okay, the prices will be varying with respect to the grade that you are using. So this is one of the Wacom that I'm using, like for my traveling and all those things. And this is the another one Wacom that I'm using at with me here as of now. So there are two Wacoms that I'm using. So depending on the grade, it will be varying. Like Sarthak sir or Rajesh sir can help you out, out on those things. NEET or ISI entrance, which one is easier? Again, it will be depending on the year, Surinder. I got compartment in chemistry last time, but I want to score better this time. Can you guide me which is the easiest topics to start? Easiest topics to start. It's all about your current knowledge level, Amar. If you're connecting me on Telegram or Instagram, telling me what is your current knowledge level, I can help you out of that. I want to know about some offbeat professions that I can prefer after pursuing chemistry honors. After chemistry honors, it will be offbeat professions. So it will be a little bit different. Like there are certain like pharmaceutical chemistries there. Then biochemistries like inner areas are there. And again, it will be totally about which topic you are going to be specializing in after having the honors in chemistry. And if you are planning to take a honors in chemistry, Rupak, then you will have a better idea than me for sure. Student of class 10, I am confused about choosing the subjects of 10 to 10. Okay, plus 2. Can you enlighten me briefly about the prospects of biology, computer science, and statistics? Cecil, I'll have to ask you what you want to become. So depending on what you want to become, what is your dream, accordingly you have to choose the subjects. If you're planning to achieve a good rank in NEET exam and you want to be a doctor, if that is your dream, choose bio, physics, and chemistry. And if you are more into engineering side, choose maths instead of bio, and be familiar with that, be more into it, study, learn more about that. That's what I'll suggest, Cecil. But again, it totally depends on what you want to become. It is not that I can tell you, you do this, you do that. I don't do that to anyone. I cannot tell that you become a doctor, you become an engineer. I'm not that guy. I can tell it is totally up to what you want to become. Okay. If you have that kind of a dreams, if you have that kind of a perspective that you want to pursue further, we can, choose accordingly. Again, connect to me on Telegram or Instagram. I can give you a suggestion about what you actually have in your mind. Is there any option to get the exchange offer for Wacom? I'm not familiar to that also because I am using two Wacoms completely for myself. I haven't thought about exchanging it, Kushi. You can actually connect to the Wacom team for that. Should I take an extra year to prepare NEET if I can't do well in my first attempt, or should I enroll in some other degree courses? Other degree courses, keeping two things parallel, never going to be working so great for everyone. So suggestion, first you try your level best in this NEET exam. Okay. After that, let the score come, Deepta. Then we will see whether you have to spend one more year or not. As of now, don't think of a second option. Think that NEET is your priority. Give your 100% on that. Trust everything after. Okay. In NEET, again, if you are highly dreaming about your MBBS to be a doctor, you can take a year off. I am a dropper. I dropped one entire year. I had option for IITs also. I chose NIT Calicut because it was near my home and it is more than sufficient to what I wanted. So yeah, you can definitely drop a year. There is nothing wrong with it. If that is going to be keeping you closer to your dream, I'll suggest you that take an year off. Should I give equal importance to the subjects syllabus of class 11 and 12 or do any of them play major role? Asked by Shubhangi. Slight excess amount of questions are expected from 12 than 11th. Okay, generally, slight dominance will be there for 12th. Okay, which topic should we dedicate the most time in NEET preparation? Again, it will be completely based on like the weightage. I'll suggest you to do this. Those who are having this weightage issue thing, type in Google NEET 2021 chemistry weightage analysis. You will get minimum 20-25 results, all of them analyzing the weightage. According to the weightage, you can give the priority. I have mentioned already some of the chapters which was of higher priority. You can go with that. How can help us Wacom during NEET preparation? Not clear. See, I don't know how your preparation is going on, Mithilesh. Okay, I am a person of like minimal things around me. I don't want to mess up a lot of things. I don't want to crowd my mind also. So I'll be going with a Wacom and a laptop with my complete preparation and complete teaching also. So Wacom is able to make me write, enlighten. If I want to highlight something, or if I want to calculate something, or if I want to learn something in all the aspect, I don't require a mouse also. So yeah, this is what I'll be suggesting. Like this is my experience from which I'm telling you, and I'm not telling that you will be just pro in this thing in one day. Maybe it will take 2-3 days, but yeah, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You'll get used to this pen. It will be good. How to overcome the mechanism issues? Shivam, again, practice. I want to start preparing for the NEET exam next year, but I'm confused where to start. Start with the 11th. If it is regarding chemistry, I'm telling you, Zahid, start with 11th standard, because 11th and 12th are connected. 11th is the basics. Start from the mole concept, periodic table, then mole concept, structure of atom, periodic table, chemical bonding. Finish these 4 chapters, then you can go to anything else. Learn redox reaction before electrochemistry, like that. How can I make online teaching more interactive with the Wacom tablets? Okay, physical chemistry, which book is reference? You can take NCRT as a primary reference. You can go for N-Avasti, is good. Okay, for inorganic also. For organic, I can suggest you MS Chauhan is good. And solving questions can be from any source. Online teaching to more interactive. See, when you are coming to the case, like it was asked by Abhinav. So when you are coming to the online teaching, I was having a time where I used to, go ahead and, record the videos and all those things. Now just a screen share, and whatever I want to write on a board, whatever I want to write and show, whatever I want to demonstrate, I can do with the Wacom. Just with the one pen, exactly the way that I want, exactly with whatever colors, whatever highlighting I want, I can do it. I have already demonstrated it already for you, right? I can just simply do that. So I can just take an open blank page and I can do it simply. So this is the easiest way I'll suggest for our learning. For my case, so it is working just like that without any issues. Things are all going smoother. Okay, so I can demonstrate. I can actually draw a diagram if I want. If I want to construct suddenly a cell, I can do that. It is just about I have the figure in my mind. I have to just put it on a paper just with the help of pen. That's all. So it's just I'm just getting familiar to it. So yeah, Wacom details are already broadcasted to everyone. So if you want, you can directly go to the link and you can get all the details about how you can get the Wacom product and how to go for the pricing and all those things. You can directly go there. Do you think enrolling in any institute for the guidance of NEET is mandatory, or can I do it myself with the help of private tutors and school teachers? Competitive exam, it is a whole different field. It is not exactly like how a school functions. Concepts are same, but the approach a teacher give you will be different. I'll tell you an easiest example. Okay, I can just demonstrate an easy example. Again, I'm sharing the screen for you once. So when your school teachers are asking, how does Bohr model look like? Imagine Bohr model in your mind. You will be imagining like this, sir, there is a nucleus in the center and there will be a lot of orbits around it. So this is the orbit number 1, orbit number 2, orbit number 3, orbit number 4, you imagine. But anybody of you imagine Bohr model like this? It is not just concentric circular orbit. It is more of like a three-dimensional thing. Orbits are there, but all of them are not on a plane. It is a 3D image. Most of us do not think about this way. So this is one of the greatest advantage of, what we say, the online teaching, where we can demonstrate how actually it looks like through GIF images. I can easily demonstrate it for you. Simple as that. Okay, and I can just clearly write down that this is actually the n equal to 1, or the orbit number 1 is this one, and this is the orbit number 2, and this is the orbit number 3, this is the orbit number 4. I can clearly show it this way. So this is a better way of understanding. And most of the people find chemistry difficult because they are not understanding the logic, or they are not able to imagine how it is things, because we are not seeing things what we are actually seeing on the textbook. So see, online learning is going to be giving a whole different perspective for the learning. And students are feeling actually more happy when you are coming to this kind of an understanding. When I'm telling you, it is not exactly like circle, circle, circle. Things are like this. This is more accurate. This is how you should imagine. So this is a whole different perspective of learning, I can say, which I could never do when I was in actually in offline learning. Can we check? Yeah. Can we check in Wacom store for a demo? Again, Sarthak sir and Rajesh sir, you have to guide on that. It should be the best book for chemistry in cracking Neet for or other competitive exam. Depends. I can say for the subject to subject, it will be depending. If you want, you can connect to me. I can share you a whole list of books which you can refer. And again, it will be completely based on your perspective, to what extent you want to learn, to how hard you want to go on, everything. You can go for the easier level, moderate level, tougher level, all the levels are there. So you can ask me, I'll guide you on that. Cecil. So I guess I have answered almost all of your major queries, and I hope I have given almost a good insight about how online learning and just with a laptop and a Wacom, how you can plan things. So I haven't told this to my students actually. I'm actually moving to Manali because I'm a traveler. I'm not traveling exactly. I'm actually going to be staying there in Manali for at least 1.5 months, where I am going to be taking classes from there only, just exactly like this. And I'll be going ahead with the only laptop, webcam, and this. This is how I am going to be surviving for the upcoming 1.5 month. Not surviving exactly, more than sufficient. Yeah. Anyway, so you can actually connect to me on Instagram as like Hemin Roy, or you can connect to me on Telegram with the ID We Learn Together. So this is the idea that I'm providing to my students. You can directly connect to there. We Learn Together. You can get replies in 2 days. On Instagram also you can get, okay, immediately, not immediately. Once I'm outside the class or once I'm seeing the messages, definitely you'll get a reply for sure. So thanks a lot, guys. That was really amazing with you guys for the whole day. And I'm so grateful to Wacom team as well for this whole amazing session. And especially thanking you to our Youth Mac team as well. Sarthak sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Really, thank you so much for this very insightful session. We can, like, throughout the session, I was listening to you telling students so patiently everything related to chemistry, using Wacom as a smart tool to improvise their learning experience and everything. And I figured this thing out that although we can learn chemistry anywhere, there are so many options right now. But what you were telling was completely different. You were telling not what to study, but exactly how to study, which is much more important and needed in today's time with these online platforms and a confusion, so much confusion with so much options. We need this guidance. So thank you so much, sir, for imparting your knowledge on all of us. I would request all the participants to check out sir's social media profiles as he has told, and for any doubts, I'm sure sir will like to respond back to you guys about it. We would also like to thank Wacom for supporting us. I request the attendees of this event to check out the really cool products by Wacom on their official website, wacom.com. and their Insta page, Wacom India. As Sir has just told that he's moving to Manali with just the help of Wacom, he will be teaching his students. So you can see how efficient, how user friendly this entire tool is, and how well you can use it for your own self, for your teaching and learning purposes. And lastly, please don't forget to check out Yoof's website, yoof.in, and our Insta page, Yoof Mag, for our latest events, more such webinars, competitions, and of course, our monthly issue of Yoof magazine. Thank you all. Hope you have a safe time ahead, a wonderful time, and best wishes to all the students who are preparing for their competitive exams. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone who came here.
Guys, see you again. Bye.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you.